Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on Morgan County's B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Today from Greg Brock Field in Loveland at the High School of Mountain View. It is a Longs Peak League matchup as the Fort Morgan Mustangs have traveled here to Loveland. This is Brian Nickel. The Mustangs come in 5-5, lost to this Mountain View club on Thursday, 10-8. So they look to avenge that loss here this morning. See what they can accomplish here. Get my iPad all set up here. As we get ready to play some baseball. Leading off for the Mustangs is going to be Jaden Carrera playing shortstop, Charlie Langford batting second, pitching. Angel Lopez is in center field today. Jason Diaz batting fourth is catching. Miguel Davila is third base, batting fifth. Isaiah Ortiz is at second base, batting sixth. DHing today is Chase Prouty. Braden Hilzer is in right field, batting eighth. And left field today is going to be J.J. Marquez. And that lineup is going to be brought to you by B&B Appliance. With over 30 years of experience, B&B Appliance can help match the appliances to your needs. Stop by at 502 Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. On the hill for Mountain View today is going to be Caden Meyer. First pitch is brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com. So as I said, Caden Meyer pitching today. And he has a 2.62 ERA with a 0-1 record. Jaden Carrera in the batter's box. Pitch number one is going to be on the outside corner for a called strike one. Meyer gets his sign, and the pitch is going to be upstairs for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jaden Carrera on the year is batting at .345. And the pitch inside, but catches the inside part of the plate for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Jaden Carrera, playing shortstop today for the Mustangs. And the pitch, and that's going to be outside and high for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Behind the plate is Brock Raby for Mountain View. Beautiful day here, overcast. And the pitch, and that's going to be ball 3, just outside. It's Caden Meyer with a pitch, and that's going to be hit out to the second baseman. Picked up Blake Strom to the first baseman. That's going to be a ground out 2-1 for the first out. So up next is Charlie Langford for the Mustangs. Charlie with a home run to right field in Thursday's game. And the pitch, and that is going to be by the catcher to the backstop, ball 1, low and away. So Charlie on the year is batting at .500. He does have in those hits that he has 2 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. So 1 ball and no strike to the number 2 hitter in the lineup, Charlie Langford. And the pitch, and that's going to be chopped out to the third baseman. Picked up and to the first baseman. Charlie is going to be out on the ground out. So 2 down here in the opening frame for the Mustangs. Up next is going to be Angel Lopez. Angel Lopez playing center field for the Mustangs. As he waits for the pitch. And that is going to be low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. See if the Mustangs can get something started here with Angel Lopez. As he awaits the pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. To the number 3 hitter, Angel Lopez. And the pitch, going to be up and away, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch, and that is going to be foul tipped. Catcher could not hold on to it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Lopez looking to get something started here for the Mustangs. That ball bounces in. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Angel Lopez, the 3rd hitter in the lineup. And the pitch, and that is going to be foul tipped once again. So Lopez stays alive. As he awaits the pitch from Meyer. And the pitch, and that's going to be popped out of foul over the right side. Well out of play. Angel steps back in as Meyer gets the sign and the pitch, and that's going to be hit to the 3rd baseman. Nice scoop over there, low throw, but caught, and nice pickup over there by the first baseman. So 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the first. The Mountain Lions coming to bat here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickelback here at Mountain View High School. The Mustangs 3 up, 3 down. So Mountain View will come to bat. It will be Jaden Good to lead it off. He will be playing 3rd base. TJ Horner in center field. He will be batting 2nd. Caden Meyer is pitching today, batting 3rd. Jacob Mraz is shortstop, batting 4th. Blake Strom is at 2nd base, batting 5th. Nick Garcia in right field, batting 6th. Tristan Gilbert DHing, batting 7th. Jaden Jorgensen playing left field, batting 8th. And Brock Raby is catching, batting 9th. So as we wait Mountain View to come up and Charlie to get his warm-ups in. Mustangs come in at 5-5. Mountain View is 3-4, 3-2 in league. Mustangs are 5-5, 2-3 in league. So it will be Jaden Good. And that pitch is going to be low and away, ball 1 from Charlie Langford. Charlie with the 2nd pitch is going to be hit out to the shortstop. Nice pickup there by Carrera. Throw over and a nice stretch there by Strange. for out number 1. So 6-1 on the putout. That will bring up TJ Horner. And Horner on the air is batting .240. There's Charlie with the pitch, and that is going to be looped right out to the second baseman. Nice job over there by Isaiah Ortiz to catch that for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. And that pitch is going to bounce in to Caden Meyer, the pitcher. Caden Meyer is batting .409 with 1 home run this year. So he's got some pop in the bat. And the pitch. And that's going to be low and away. Ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. Charlie's trying to stay outside, trying to stay away from his power. And that is going to be a swing and a miss. The ball gets away from Jason Diaz for just a moment, but he corrals it, gets it back out to Mr. Langford. Charlie gets his sign from Diaz. And the pitch, and that's going to be low and away. Ball 3. 3 balls. And 1 strike. And the pitch, and that is going to be rolled out to the shortstop. Going to have to hurry, and it's going to be an infield hit. It was just hit too deep in the hole. So Caden Meyer reaches. That will bring up Jacob Mraz. Mraz, a left-handed batter. He's batting at .318. See what kind of a lead Meyer gets over at first. Charlie checks him. In the stretch, in the pitch. And that is in there, strike 1 from Charlie. Meyer not getting a real big lead. About a 2-step lead is about all it is. He's stretching it out there a little bit now. As Charlie checks his runner, gets his sign from Diaz, going to throw over. Diving back in safely is Meyer. Mustangs in their gray uniforms today. Charlie checks his runner. And that pitch is going to bounce in. No advancement, though, by Meyer. So 1 ball and 1 strike to the number 4 hitter, Jacob Mraz, playing shortstop for the Mountain Lions today. Charlie with a pitch, and that gets away. That's going to be a pass ball. It's going to be a ball, but it's going to be a pass ball. Pass ball by Jason Diaz. So a runner in scoring position now for the Mountain Lions. It's just little things like that that the Mustangs have to not do to cut down on. And that pitch is going to be inside. 3 balls and 1 strike with a runner out at second base. Caden Meyer got on with an infield hit and then got to second on the pass ball. And the pitch, and that's going to bounce in for ball 4. So the first walk for Charlie. That will bring up Blake Strom, second baseman for the Mountain Lions. So runners at first and second, 2 out. Got the first 2 outs fairly easily. Got ground out on the first one, and then just a little looping line drive to Isaiah Ortiz at second. Now Charlie's going to get the runner back to second. Nobody was covering second, though. And the pitch, and that's going to be another, that's going to be a wild pitch. That bounced in. So wild pitch by Langford. Now two runners in scoring position, second and third. And the pitch, and that ball is going to be hit to the third baseman. It's going to be up, throw over, and that is out number 3. So the ground out to the third baseman. So in the bottom of the first inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on. So we'll go to the top of 2 here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Batting now for the Mustang, Jason Diaz. First pitch was a ball, and this ball is going to be caught. Nice running catch by the second baseman for the out. Popped out into foul territory. Up next, Miguel Davila, third baseman today for the Mustangs. He waits the pitch, and that is going to be low and away, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. To Davila, and that pitch is going to be fouled straight back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. See if we can get Davila's numbers here. Batting .364. And that pitch is going to be up and away. 4 ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. From Caden Meyer. And the pitch, and that is going to be a swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the number 5 hitter, Miguel Davila. As he awaits the pitch, and the pitch, and that is going to be hit foul down the right field line, out of play. Gotta wait for the right fielder to get back into position. So no score here in the top of 2. Mustangs went 1, 2, 3 in the top of 1. Ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of 2. And the pitch, and that is going to be hit back up the middle. Nice stop by the shortstop, going to get it over, and nice play there by the shortstop, Jacob Mraz, as he went down to 1 knee, picked it up, got it over to first for the out. So 6-3 on the putout. This will bring up Isaiah Ortiz. Ortiz is playing at second base today. As Meyer looks in, and that is going to be a swing and a miss, strike 1. Isaiah Ortiz on the year. We'll get that here in just a minute. And that is going to be hit out to the second baseman. Nice hop there and flip over to first for the third out. So 4-3 on the putout. That will stop the Mustangs here in the top of the second inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. No score here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 6th, 7th, and 8th hitters for the Mountain Lions here in the bottom of the second inning. No score. Nick Garcia, Tristan Gilbert, and Jaden Jorgensen. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit out to the shortstop. Jaden Carrera picks it up. Oh, it's going to be an error on Carrera. Hit right to him. And did not Watch it as he went to throw to Strange at first. So now Tristan Gilbert DHing here this afternoon. Going to throw over him. If it had been right at the bag, he might have had him. But diving back in safely is Nick Garcia. But if that had been right at the bag, I think Strange would have had the tag on him. But the pitch was just a little bit down towards home plate. So see if he cuts that lead back a little bit, does Garcia. And the pitch, and they're going to, he's on the run, and it's going to be over the head. It's going to be a stolen base. For Nick Garcia. That first pitch was a ball. So runner in scoring position once again for the second straight inning. Had two runners on in the first inning, second and third, and didn't score. That pitch is going to be outside for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Nick Garcia, after he got on by the error, is now at second base on the stolen base. And the pitch. Yeah, it must have been a little bit low and outside. It's a little hard to tell. Off center just a little bit, but 2 balls. They're seeing 3 balls. So that will be ball 4. Was off one there. Sorry about that. So now up to bat will be the left fielder, Jaden Jorgensen. With no outs here in the top of inning number, or the bottom of inning number 2. Runners at first and second, Nick Garcia, Tristan Gilbert, Charlie Langford on the hill for the Mustangs. And the pitch, and that's going to be chopped out to second base. Nobody at second to cover, and the throw over was not good. So I don't know what happened to the cover at second, but nobody was there. So that's going to be error number 2 on the shortstop. So runners at all bases. And that pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. So Nick Garcia, Tristan Gilbert, Jaden Jorgensen all on base is Brock Rabby, the catcher, at the plate. So some work here, and nice pitch there by Langford. So no balls, 2 strikes. See if we can get a strikeout here. Corners are playing in for the Mustangs. Catch that run. That's going to be a pass. It's going to get past the catcher, but not enough for the runners to advance. But a great opportunity here for the Mountain Lions. 3 on, no outs. 2 balls and 1 strike to Rabby. And that pitch is going to be called strike 3. It looked like a little outside, but it's going to be, he is going to be rung up looking. So nice job there by Langford to come back and get out number 1. Let's see if they can get out number 2 here. So we're back to the top of the lineup. Jaden Good. And the pitch. And that's going to be ball 1. And the pitch. And that's going to be strike 2, or strike 1, excuse me. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jaden Good. And the pitch. And that's going to be a swing, a tipped into the glove. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit foul down the right field line. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that's going to be over the head of the batter. But nice job there by Jason Diaz to corral that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. And that is going to be just inside. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that is going to be hit to the third base. Oh, it's going to get under his glove into left field. So 2 will come in. Oh, bad throw, not a good throw, as everybody will advance. So a single to left field. And over to third on the throw, and then to second on the throw. So runners at Jaden Good out there. Up to bat now is TJ Horner. Runners second and third. 2 in. That pitch is in there for a strike. One ball, 1 strike, and that is going to be a swing and a miss. So still just 1 out. Runners at second and third. TJ Horner, and that ball is going to be tripped out to Langford. He checks the runner, goes to first for the out. So nice job there by Charlie Langford. For everybody to hold up. So now 2 outs. So we'll see if they can minimize the damage here. It is now Caden Meyer up to bat, and that pitch is in there for a strike. Look like it catches the outside part of the plate, but called a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2 in for the Mountain Lions. In the pitch, and that ball is going to be popped up. Calling forward is Isaiah Ortiz, and he squeezes it. For out number 3. So in the bottom of the second inning, 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors, 2 left. We'll go to the top of 3 with the Mustangs down 2-0 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brad Nickelback here at Mountain View High School. It is Chase Prouty, Braden Hilser, and J.J. Marquez, 7, 8, and 9 hitters. To lead off inning number 3, the Mustangs down now 2-0. Got out of that fairly decent. Had the bases loaded. 2 did come in on a single to left field. First pitch is going to be a ball to Chase Prouty. In the pitch, and that is inside. Had to turn away from it. For ball 2. In the pitch, and that's going to be fouled just wide of the third baseline. Prouty is batting .296 on the year. Yes, he awaits the pitch, and that is going to be outside. 2 balls, 3 balls, and 1 strike. To the DH today, Chase Prouty. That's going to be up a little bit and catch the outside part of the strike zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on. No outs here in the top of the third. Chase Prouty awaits, and that is going to be foul tipped, but dropped by the catcher. So Prouty stays alive. Bats in from the right side. He awaits the pitch, and that is going to be fouled out of play on the right side. So Prouty stays alive. Braden Hills are on deck. J.J. Marquez in the hole. Nice day here in Loveland. Few high clouds. That is going to be low and away for ball four. Nice job there by Chase Prouty. To reach so far, the Mustangs do not have any hits. 2 hits for the Mountain View Mountain Lions. So Braden Hilser at the plate, playing right field today for the Mustangs. Going to square, and that pitch is going to be outside. Diving back in is going to be Prouty out at first. Hills are on the year, is batting 111. Lead over there by Prouty as Meyer checks him over there. Going to throw over, but back in safely is Prouty. Hills are getting his sign from Coach Langford down at third base. Top of the third, Mustangs trailing 2-0. Going to square once again. It's going to be a nice bunt down the third baseline. Picked up by the third baseman over to first. So the sacrifice bunt was quite successful. So now 1 out, runner at second. J.J. Marquez up at the plate. See if the Mustangs can advance Prouty. J.J. bats in from the right side. And the pitch, and that's going to be fouled out of play down the right field side. See what J.J.'s batting at this year. He's batting at .223. Meyer looks back at Prouty and the pitch, and that is going to be out to the pitcher. Picks it up. Going to be out at first is going to be Marquez. So 1-3 on the put out. Prouty does go to first, goes to third, but with 2 outs. So if Jaden Carrera can bring him in. He bounced out to the second baseman his first time up. And the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Looked like it caught the outside part of the plate. So Prouty gets his lead over there at third as Carrera digs back in, waits for the pitch from Meyer. And the pitch, and that is going to be a little bit too far outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jaden Carrera, shortstop. As Meyer gets his signs from Robbie. And the pitch, and that's going to be line. That's going to be the first base hit. Going to be an RBI there for Jaden Carrera. So he gets a single out to left field. So the Mustangs cut that score in half, get the runner in, 2-1 now. Jaden Carrera with the RBI. Up next now is Charlie Langford. Let's see what Charlie can do here today. He is grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. That pitch is going to be low and outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So 2-1, top of the third. Runner on is Jaden Carrera. As he brought in Prouty, and that pitch, He was going to try to bunt that and had to duck out of the way for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Charlie Langford, pitcher today for the Mustangs. As Carrera gets his lead, and that ball is going to be a line drive, going to be a base hit out to right field. And that will send Carrera to third. So runners at the corners now with 2 outs. See if Angel Lopez can get Carrera in. Yes. Center fielder for the Mustangs now in at the plate. As he awaits the pitch from Meyer. Meyer gets his signal, and that ball is going to be in there for a strike. Thigh high. Looks like they're the outside part of the plate, but their umpire has been real consistent with that call today. So 2-1 Mountain Lions with 2 on here for the Mustangs at the top of the third. That pitch is going to be high. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Charlie Langford steals second. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Lopez. In the pitch, and that's going to be low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike to Lopez. He grounded out his first time up. And the pitch, and that's going to be outside ball 3. So he should be, he sees something he likes here. He's going to be swinging. 3 balls and 1 strike. As Meyer looks into Brock Rabby to get his sign, and the pitch, and that's going to be low and away for ball 4. Bases are loaded here for the Mustangs. Now we'll bring up Jason Diaz. Jason flied out to the second baseman in his first time up. So now a little conference out at the mound for the coach here from Mountain View. Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030. So let's see if the Mustangs can take advantage of this with Diaz up at the plate. Bases are loaded. 1 in. As Caden Meyer with the pitch. That's going to be up and away for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. See if they just wait on this pitcher a little bit. Until they get a good one they like. And the pitch. And that's going to be low and away, ball 2. We'll see how long they stay with Meyer. It's only the 3rd inning. Has 51 total pitches so far. And the pitch, and that's going to be on the outside corner for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Looks like they're going to have to try to go opposite field, and that's where the base hits have been so far, have been to right field. Meyer with the pitch, and that's going to be hit back up the middle. Nice stop by second baseman and out at second. So the fielder's choice. So the Mustangs get 1 run here in the top of the 3rd. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with the Mustangs down 2-1 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brad Nickel back here at Greg Brock Field at Mountain View High School. Sun's starting to make a full appearance now. There have been some high clouds, but they're burning off. So Jacob Mraz up to bat as Charlie Langford steps in. I have him at 36 total pitches so far through 2.5. And that is a nice swing and a miss. A nice change up by Charlie. So no balls, 1 strike to Jacob Mraz. That pitch is going to be low and away. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. That fastball staying down in the zone. And the pitch, and that is inside. Mraz had to turn out of the way. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two to 1 Mountain View, and that is going to be low and inside. Bounces away from Diaz. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Jacob Mraz, the shortstop for Mountain View. As Charlie steps off the back of the mound for just a moment. Mraz back in at the plate. Charlie up on the pitcher's mound, and the pitch. And that is going to be low and outside. 4 ball 4. So the leadoff hitter reaches, and that will bring up Blake Strom, the second baseman. Yes, he squares to bunt, and that brings Davila in, and that he is on the run, and that is going to be out into center field. So he gets the stolen base. They're going to try and get him at third, and he's going to slide in safely. So he will get to second on the stolen base, and then he will get to third on the error. So Caden Meyer over at first now. Swing and a miss to Blake Strom. And that is no balls and 2 strikes. As Blake Strom and Charlie, and that's going to be hit past the third baseman, so that will be a single out to left field. So 3 to 1 now. Mountain View, as Davila was playing in at third, and it got by him to his left. So now up to bat is Nick Garcia, right fielder. So runner at first is Blake Strom. They're going to throw over to first, but back in safely is Strom. That ball is going to be hit foul. Hit foul out of play to the right. Just about hit one of the people walking down the sidewalk here. Now they're going to throw over to first. Back in safely is Strom, as Nick Garcia awaits from Charlie Langford. And he's going to take off. Pitch is going to be high, and that's going to be a stolen base, as there was no throw from Diaz. Pitch was high. Diaz went up for it. It was really over the top of the batter's head. Charlie with the delivery, and that is going to be nubbed. It's going to be hit foul. I thought it was out farther than that, but it ends up a foul ball to Nick Garcia. With a runner at second in Blake Strom. got on with a single, had an RBI as he drove in Caden Meyer, I believe, and that is going to be a foul at the plate, so no advancement can be made by the runner at second. So still one ball. Like 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that pitch just misses someplace. That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Garcia. As Charlie checks his runner out at second. And the pitch. And that is in there. Called strike 3. So nice job by Charlie to get the out. And that will bring up Tristan Gilbert. He's the DH today for the Mountain Lions. Runner still at second. But they have plated 1 here in the inning, as they lead at 3-1. Mustangs only have 2 hits, but Mountain View does have 3. That's going to be a swing and a miss and a stolen base. Out there at second. So the runner gets his lead now from third. That is, see who that is. That is going to be fouled well out of play over to the left. Blake Strom now at third after the stolen base. Charlie now at 52 total pitches, 22 balls, 30 strikes. And the pitch. And that is going to be inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the number 7 hitter, Tristan Gilbert. Yes, he awaits the pitch from Charlie. Charlie looks the runner back at third and the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. They're going to put him out at first. Now they're going to come home. They should have never done it. He ends up scoring from third. So Garcia is out. But the runner does advance, does come in from third base, and now 4-1. Mountain View, as it is Jaden Jorgensen up at the plate, left fielder. The play is before this. Diaz, that good ball is going to be hit out into center field. And coming down with a nice catch out there in center field by Angel Lopez. So out number 3. So in the bottom of the third inning, they get 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, nobody left on. We'll go to the top of 4 on Morgan County's B106, B106.com, as the Mustangs are down 4-1. Brian Nickelback here at Mountain View High School as Miguel Davila up to bat. He is grounded out his first time up. That pitch is going to be in there for a strike. They're catching the outside part of that plate. So no balls, 1 strike to the number 5 hitter. So it'll be 5, 6, and 7. In the pitch, and that is going to be foul tipped at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes to Miguel. As he steps back in, Meyer still on the mound. 55 total pitches, 24 balls, 31 strikes. And the pitch, and that's going to be way outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Davila awaits the pitch from Meyer. Meyer gets his sign, and that is going to be a swing and a miss. As he goes down swinging. So that'll bring up Isaiah Ortiz. Ortiz grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. The Mustangs got to make some contact here. This is one of probably their best pitcher as far as ERA is concerned. And the pitch, and that's going to be in there. Whether look out from here, they look like they're outside, but he's being consistent with that call. As Ortiz awaits, that ball is too far outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-1 Mountain View here in the top of 4. And the pitch, and that ball is going to be hit down the right field line, but that's going to go foul. One ball, 2 strikes. As Ortiz awaits, swings that bat a little bit, and that's going to be fouled once again down the right field line. So staying alive. Up next will be Chase Prouty. Prouty got on with a walk his first time up. And the pitch, and that ball is going to be hit out into center field. Good deep hit. Oh, very deceiving to me. It wasn't hit as far as I thought it was, and that is going to be caught by the center fielder. For out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. Chase Prouty bats in from the right side, the number 7 hitter. Walked his first time up. Meyer gets his sign from Rabi. And the pitch, and that is going to be up and in. Ball 1 to Chase Prouty. On deck is Braden Hilzer. It's Meyer with the pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody on here, 2 out in the top of the 4th. And the pitch, and that's going to be fouled straight back. So 2 balls, 1 strike. To the DH today, Chase Prouty. He stepped out for a minute, back in. Waits the pitch from Meyer. And the pitch, and that's going to be upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. See if Prouty can work another walk here and get Hilzer to the plate. Meyer with the pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. So 3 balls, 2 strikes on that off-speed pitch that Prouty could not catch up to. And the pitch, and that's going to be popped back over our head, out of play. So the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. 4-1, top of 4 in favor of Mountain View. And that pitch is going to be hit out to the shortstop, scooped out there. Throw it across, and out at first is going to be Prouty. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 4th. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mountain View leading at 4-1 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back here at Mountain View High School, the Mountain View Mountain Lions are up 4-1. Up to bat is Brock Rabi. He hits it to the second baseman, over to first for the out. As he grounds out to second baseman, 4-3. So up now will be Jaden Good. Yes, he awaits the pitch from Langford, and that is going to be fouled off to the right. Langford gets his sign from Diaz, and that is going to be a little bit low and outside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stubbs Gas and Oil, one-stop shopping does exist. Gas, food, and all your travel accessories. Get off I-76 at 66A, exit 66A in Wiggins to visit them. That pitch is going to be upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jaden Good. And the pitch, and that ball is going to be hit out to center field. That's going to be the right fielder. And that will be Braden Hilser will come down with it. So a fly out to right field. So 2 up, 2 down, and that will bring up to the plate TJ Horner. Hit down the first baseline, but that's going to be foul. That ball is in there for strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down here. We'll go to the top of 5. The Mustangs are down 4-1 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 4-1 Mountain View as we go to the top of the 5th inning. It is Braden Hilser at the plate. So we'll see if the Mustangs can make some inroads here in this 3-run deficit. And that's going to be hit out to the second baseman. Scooped up over to first for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. So that will bring up J.J. Marquez. As he bats in from the left side, or excuse me, the right side. So Caden Meyer still on the hill at 70 total pitches. That's the way he's going, he'll probably be able to finish. And that is going to be a swing and a miss to Marquez. As we play here in the top of the 5th. Could not catch up to that fastball. Caden Meyer with the pitch. Now that's going to be an off speed, but it's going to be fouled straight back. So JJ down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. With 1 out here in the top of the 5th. And the pitch, and that's going to be fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's on it, just fouling him back. On deck is Jaden Carrera, excuse me. That ball misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mustangs down 4-1, top of the 5th. Need to get some bats going here. And the pitch, and that's going to be nubbed out to the third baseman, but that's going to be a infield hit as that was slowly hit in between the pitcher and the third baseman. So JJ gets on. It will bring up Jaden Carrera. As we play here in the top of the 5th, 1 out, 1 on. Jaden Carrera at the plate. Or excuse me, Angel Lopez, I believe, is at the plate. It's Carrera, I'm sorry, Jaden Carrera. Throw back to first from the catcher, sliding back in safely is Marquez. So Carrera gets his sign from Coach Langford down at third. Mustangs need to take advantage of some of these runners that have been getting on. 4-1, top of the fifth. They're going to throw over back in safely as Marquez. As Meyer checks his runner Marquez over at first. Carrera waits. Meyer with a pitch. And that slow changeup was high. Now 2 balls and no strikes to Carrera. As Meyer looks, and that pitch is going to be fouled off to the right. So 2 balls, 1 strike to the shortstop, Jaden Carrera. Bank of Colorado, they believe in keeping things simple. Apply for the loan you need for your dream home fully online. Visit bankofcolorado.com for all the information today. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit out into right field. And that will call it foul. Just did go foul. Was out of the reach of the right fielder, but just landed a couple of feet in foul territory. So 2 balls, 2 strikes with a runner at first, J.J. Marquez. Got on with an infield hit. So Carrera will climb back into the batter's box one more time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, and that's going to be nubbed out to the second base, or pitcher, excuse me. They go to second for 1. But safe at first is going to be Carrera. So that ball is hit sharply to the left field as Charlie Langford gets on with a hit out to left field. So now runners at first and second is the catcher is going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher. It looks like they're going to have a courtesy runner for Charlie. Did not see who that was, though. Could not catch a number on who ran out there. But there is a courtesy runner. We do have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Runners at first and second. And Meyer checks a runner out at second. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit to the shortstop. He's going to come up firing, and they're going to get the runner at first base. So ground out, nice job out there by the shortstop to get the out. So in the top of the 5th inning, no runs on 3 hits, no errors, 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Mustangs are down 4-1 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 4-1 Mountain View as we go here into the bottom of inning number 5. Looks like we have a change over at third. This is going to be Cooper Chisholm over at third. First base is still see if Miguel will come up and pitch it. Up to the plate now is Caden Meyer, number 3 hitter. And his first pitch from Langford is in the dirt. So Meyer has a single and a walk. That's ball 1-2 Meyer. Excuse me. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning, the Mustangs down 4-1. That pitch is way outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Charlie have him at 62 pitches, 27 balls, 35 strikes. And the pitch, and that is going to be in there for a strike. That fastball outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Langford, that's going to bounce in. 3 balls and 1 strike. So he's going to have to come in with it or walk him. Takes a deep breath. And the pitch. And that's going to be hit out into right field. And caught out there. Nice job out there by Braden Hilzer. Excuse me. So fly out to right field. Will be out number 1. That will bring up Jacob Mraz. He bats in from the left side. A walk his first time up, then a single his last time up. 1 for 1. They pull him to, or play him to pull. Charlie with the pitch, and that's going to be a single out to center field. That's going to scoot down and get caught off by the center fielders. That will be a single to center. Well hit ball to center field by Jacob Mraz. Now it's Blake Strom, who was 0 for 2. Grounded out his first time up and then struck out his second time up. Yes, Charlie looks over at first. And the pitch. And it's going to be in there for strike 1. Charlie steps off for a minute. Looks in, gets his sign from Diaz. Going to throw over. And that pitch, that throw over is going to get away, but not far enough to advance the runner. But diving back in safely was Mraz. As he steps back into the plate, Charlie looks in for the sign from Diaz. Going to check his runner at first. Going to throw back over. Diving back in safely once again is Mraz. Keeping an eye on him. 4-1 Mountain View. Bottom of the 5th, 1 on. 1 out. And the pitch, and he's going to go, and they're going to throw down to second. And it's going to get past the shortstop. Yes, he's going to get to third. He'll get the stolen base. Then he ends up at third on the air, and I'm going to give that to Diaz. So runner now at third base with 1 out. One ball and 1 strike to the number 5 hitter, Blake Strom. And the pitch, and that is going to be in there for a strike. 1 and 2. See if they can get a strikeout here. Not playing in. They're not trying to cut this run off right now. There's Langford with the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back over us and out of play. Charlie is at 70 pitches. I believe you get 110, so he's still well within his being able to go a little bit longer. In the pitch, and that's going to be a foul tip straight back. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Charlie steps off the mound for just a minute. Gathers himself, looks in for the sign from Diaz. As he does a little grooming on the plate, on the mound there, kicks a little dirt around. See if he likes this pitch a little bit better from Diaz. And the pitch, and that's going to be popped up on the infield. Who's calling for it? Nice job there. It's caught by Diaz at home. Charlie had come running in, then he kind of looked at Diaz. I wasn't sure. He must have been calling it, so that was popped up right at the plate. So runner still at third. And that will bring up Nick Garcia. He is 0 for 2. Reached on an error and grounded out. And the pitch, and that, I'm not sure where that missed, but he called it a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. To the number 6 hitter, Nick Garcia. And the pitch, oh, it hits him. So Garcia will go to first. So Tristan Gilbert up to bat. Excuse me, runners now at first and third. As the third base coach gives out the signals, it will be, as I said, Tristan Gilbert, the DH, batting in from the left side. Mustangs would like to keep that runner at third, get the third out. As Charlie checks his runners. And the pitch. That is in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. We'll see what Langford comes with this time. Langford is his strong pitch is the fastball. As he checks his runners. And the pitch. That fastball is going to get away. As the runner has started in from third, but he put the brakes on and he went back to third. So 1 ball and 1 strike. As Tristan Gilbert will get back in on the plate. As Charlie looks in, going to go over to first. They want to make sure that that doesn't get away over there. If it does, they'll have a run in. Back safely was Nick Garcia. So we'll see what the Mustang right-hander can do here. Down 4-1. Check these runners. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit through the second baseman. It's going to go through the second baseman as it gets by Isaiah Ortiz. That's an error on the second baseman. So runners at first and second, now 5-1 Mountain Lions. As Jaden Jorgensen up at the plate, and that's going to be called a strike. It looked like they're a little high and outside to me, but he's been real consistent with the call. And the pitch, and that ball is going to be fouled out of play to the right. So no balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if we can get a strikeout here and get out of this inning before anything else can be done. And the pitch, and that is going to be hit out to the second baseman. Over to first, and out number 3. In the inning, but in the bottom of the 5th inning, there was 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors, 2 left on. So we'll go to the top of 6 as the Mustangs need to get their bats going here on Morgan County's B106 and B106.com. Yes, it is. Not a lot of runs scored. A lot of mistakes, though. That's kind of what's killed them all year. I think they had, in the first, 10 games, I think they had 26 errors. That's almost, that's a little over 2.5 a game. So right now I've got them at 5. Whether I'm not the official scorer by any means, but I'm being hard on the away team today. Can't do any better than that. You're done for. Brian Nickelback here at Greg Brock Field in Loveland, home of the Mountain View Mountain Lions. And up to the plate will be Jason Diaz, as the Mustangs find themselves on 5-1. Mountain View scored 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Fort Morgan scored 1 in the top of the third, and then Mountain View just scored another one here in the bottom of the 5th. Looks like they have somebody warming up down the third baseline. That ball is going to be foul tipped, bounces out into foul territory, excuse me. So no balls and 1 strike to Diaz. Trying to see who that is down there warming up. Might be Miguel Davila is warming up. As Jason Diaz, he hits it out to center field. The center fielder's camping under it and comes down with it for out number 1. So up to bat now will be Miguel. No, it's going to be Cooper Chisholm, excuse me. He is going to bat. So Cooper Chisholm at the plate. His first time at the plate today. 1 out, 1 up, 1 on. And that pitch is going to be upstairs. 4-1 to the now third baseman for Fort Morgan. And I think Miguel will come in and pitch. I believe that is him warming up down the third baseline. And the pitch, and that is going to be outside, ball 2. Nice job here by Chisholm. And the pitch from Meyer. And that is going to be in there for a strike, right down the middle fastball. That's what the Mustangs need to do. They need to take some pitches, see if they can get some runners on. So Cooper Chisholm bats in from the left side. And the pitch, and that's going to be it to the third baseman. Scoops, picks, throws out at first is going to be Chisholm. Nice play over there by Jaden Good. So ground out for out number 2, and that will now bring up Isaiah Ortiz. So the Mustangs have 4 outs to play with here as we're in the top of the 6th. And the pitch from Meyer. And that misses upstairs. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So Myers is sitting at 89 pitches. See, I believe he has 21 pitches left. So that pitch is in there. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Caden Meyer gets his sign from Brock Raby. And the pitch, and that is going to be nubbed fouled on the third baseline. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Isaiah Ortiz. As Ortiz awaits the pitch. Meyer with the kick and the pitch, and that's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bailey Mechanical, getting your house the right temperature is difficult. Call 970-522-0471 and let Bailey Mechanical go to work for you. So Meyer with the pitch, and that is going to be chopped foul down the third baseline once again. So Ortiz is staying alive here at the plate. They got to get a rally started here pretty soon here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And the pitch, and that is in there, called strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down here in the top of 6. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning with Mountain View leading 5-1 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickelback here at Mountain View High School. We have a couple of changes here. I think Jaden Carrera has now gone to third. Charlie Langford back to shortstop. And Miguel Davila is out on the hill pitching now for the Mustangs. So we'll give you some of Charlie's numbers here. That's the wrong team. So Charlie on the day. We'll get it here. Gave up 2 earned runs. Gave up 4 hits. 3 walks, and that ball is going to be hit out into left field, caught by the center fielder. So that was Brock Raby with out number 1 as he flies out to basically left center. But it was a center fielder that came up with it. So now at the plate will be the leadoff. And that will be Jaden Good at the plate. So Good now is no balls and 2 strikes. So out number 2 on the strikeout by Miguel. That first pitch is a ball. As we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And up to the plate now is TJ Horner. And the pitch, and that is going to be a foul tip. So 2 balls and 1 strike to the center fielder, Horner. And the pitch, and that slow ball is going to stay high. So 3 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs. 5-1 Mountain View here in the bottom of the 6th, excuse me. So it's been a quick game. hour and 36 minutes so far. And the pitch, and that is going to be hit to the third baseman. Scoops throws out at third. So ground out. Five to 3, so that will bring up the Mustangs. And it will be, let's see who's up to bat. As Coach Langford gets them together over at third base. That was the third out. We'll just keep it here for right now as we will go to the top of the 7th. See what the Mustangs can do here. Gordon Insurance, be prepared for everything life throws at you. Get car insurance, life insurance, farm insurance, and crop insurance at Gordon Insurance. Visit GordonINS.com today. Let's see if that is still. Have a new pitcher for the That'll be Jaden Good now pitching. Let's see who went to first. So first baseman. Number 27. I do not have a number 27. I'm not sure who is it. First. So we'll leave that blank right now. So the Mustangs batting now will be Chase Prouty. So the Mustangs got to get 4 runs before Mountain View gets 3 outs. So we'll start it off with Chase Prouty. He bats in from the right side. And the pitch, fastball, is going to be low and away outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Prouty. He steps out, look down to Josh Langford for a minute. Josh says, hit away, buddy. That pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the pitch. Oh man, they called that a strike. Those look really outside to me, but I'm not quite over the top of the home plate. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Prouty. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit down the right field line and could not be caught in foul territory, but a nice diving attempt out there by Nick Garcia. So the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the top of the 7th inning. The Mustangs are down 4. They got to get 4 to continue this game. And Prouty is starting it off here at 1 ball and 2 strikes, and that ball is going to be hit out into center field. Camping under it is Horner, and he comes down with out number 1. Quick game here this afternoon. Started at 11. Now at 12:40. And the pitch, and that pitch is going to be in there to Braden Hilser. 4 strike 1, no balls, 2 strikes. J.J. Marquez on deck. And the pitch is going to be fouled over our head and back out of play. So quickly 0-2. Mustangs are being aggressive here. They need base runners is what they need. 5-1 Mountain View. And that ball is going to be hit out. See if it's the right fielder. And he will come down with out number 2. So the J.J. Marquez. It's up to him to continue this frame here. The Mustangs will go down in defeat. That ball is inside. Mountain View won on Thursday, 10-8. And the pitch. And that is also inside. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Is Jaden Good with the pitch, and that is over the head of JJ. So 3 balls, no strikes. So we'll see if JJ is going to be taking here. Yes, he awaits the pitch, and that is going to be up and away for ball 4. So JJ does get on. That will bring up Jaden Carrera. So JJ on it first. Now it's up to Carrera to continue it with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Charlie Langford on deck. As Carrera bats in from the right side. Good with the bat, with the pitch. That is in there for a strike. 1 ball, or no balls and a strike to the third baseman, Jaden Carrera. Good with the pitch, and that ball is going to be nubbed down the first baseline, going to be picked up. Going to be an error on the pitcher as he went to grab it and could not come up with it. So that's going to be an error on the pitcher. So now 2 on, runners at first and second. Charlie Langford, Charlie can keep it up here. Let's see if he can get into one here. Still need 4 runs, but there are 2 outs. Charlie with the pitch, and that is in there for a strike. So he backs out of the batter's box for a minute, readjusts his batting gloves. Gets back in the box and awaits the pitch from Jaden Good. As he's received his sign, checks the runner out at second, and the pitch. That is going to be low and away, ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me. I'm not sure why they took their starting pitcher out. He had been doing real well. He wasn't anywhere close to his 110. But they're going to bring Good in. 1 ball, 1 strike, and that's going to be outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike to Charlie Langford. Runners out at first and second, 2 outs, 5-1 Mountain View, top of the 7th. Charlie awaits, and the pitch, and that is going to be hit to the shortstop. Bounce is going to be over, but not in time, so an infield hit for Langford. So the bases are loaded, 2 outs here, so it's going to be up to Angel Lopez now to continue this. Let's see, they're going to go out and talk at the mound. It's just brought in by the infielders coming in, having a chat with the pitcher. So back at it will be Angel Lopez. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Bases loaded for the Mustangs. Angel Lopez up at the plate. 5-1 Mountain View. And the pitch. And that is going to be high over the head of Lopez. So we'll see how long they stick with Jaden Good. 2 outs, bases loaded. And that's going to be up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. They get a new ball out to the pitcher good. So JJ is over at third. Jaden Carrera is out at second. And the pitch, and that's going to bounce in, going to be kept in front of the catcher, though. He runs it down, no advancement. With 3 balls and no strikes, there's no place to put him. So this is what the Mustangs need to do. They need to wait out the pitcher. So I'm going to guess he's going to be, Angel Lopez is going to be waiting on this, and that is going to be high for ball 4. So that will walk in a run. So an RBI there for Lopez. It will bring up Jason Diaz. So Jason needs to wait. 5-2 Mountain View, bases loaded. And the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. He's been calling those strikes all day. So 5 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Mountain View. 2 runs, 6 hits, 5 errors on the Mustangs. That ball is going to be hit over the head of the shortstop out into left field, and that's going to plate 2. So a single out to left field. So runners at first and second. Their pitcher's coach is going to come out now. Let's see who they. Looks like they're going to have a runner for Diaz. Let's see what they're going to do. Let's see if they're going to change pitchers here. It looks like they might be doing that. The problem is it's going to be that number 27. I do not know who that is. Let's see who the courtesy runner is going to be. The courtesy runner, excuse me, is going to be Frank Urias. New pitcher. Let's see who they run over at first base. He was the first baseman. As they warm up here, we'll see who ends up going over to first. The Mustangs have brought this to a 1-run game, 5-4 here in the top of the 7th, with 2 on. So we will see. Let's see if Miguel Davila can continue this rally. Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow locally from people you know. Equitable has been providing personal bankers to help you through all the steps. Stop by one of 10 locations across the plains or visit equitable-savings.com. So runners at first and second. New pitcher. I'm not sure who it is. All they call him on here is G-Sun. In the pitch, and that is in there for a strike to Miguel Davila. No balls, 1 strike. Mustangs have plated 3. In the pitch, and that is going to be chopped foul to Coach Langford down at third base. Nice hands there by Coach. So quickly in the hole is Miguel. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on, down 1. That pitch he was taking up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So you know if it's going to be close, he's got to be swinging. You don't want to be standing there and getting rung up on a close pitch. And the pitch. And that is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Miguel. 5-4 Mountain View. The Mustangs have plated 3. And the pitch. And that is just foul tip to the left. So he did stay in alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Miguel Davila as he awaits the pitch, and that is going to be up and away for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. You have a runner in scoring position, runners at first and second. So 3 and 2 with 2 outs, they are going to be running. And that ball is going to be hit out into left field. It's going to be over the head of the left fielder. That's going to plate 2. This is going to put the Mustangs ahead, as that is going to be a double by Miguel Davila. So a double, they were playing him in close. So the Mustangs now lead it by a count of 6-5. Miguel Davila with the double. Let's see what they're going to do here. It looks like they're going to change pitchers. Maybe they're going to go out and at least talk to him. So up to bat. Let's see if they're gonna leave him in. First base, so first baseman here for. So Isaiah Ortiz at the plate. Miguel Davila out at second. And that pitch is going to be a ball. So the Mustangs have fought all the way back here as they have plated 5 and have taken the lead 6-5 here in the top of the 7th. And the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Isaiah Ortiz with the pitch, and that's going to be up and in, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm kind of wondering if that Mountain View coach is kicking himself for taking out his starting pitcher. And that's going to be outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. As he had pitched a very good game through 6 innings. And the pitch. And that is going to be in there for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So we will have a bottom of the 7th. As the pitcher gets his sign from Brock Rabby, and that pitch is going to be chopped foul down the third baseline. So Isaiah Ortiz at the plate, and that ball is going to be hit out into left field. Left fielder's fighting the sun, but he does come down with it for the 3rd out. So we will go to the bottom of the 7th inning. In the top of the 7th, the Mustangs had 5 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. So we will go to the bottom of inning number 7 with the Mustangs leading at 6-5 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. 6-5 Mustangs as we go to the bottom of inning number 7. And Up to bat will be Caden Meyer. On the hill is Miguel Davila. And his first pitch is up for ball one. That pitch is going to be fouled right back over our head. For 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch is going to be outside, ball 2. That ball is low on the ground, 3 balls and 1 strike. It's going to be ball 4, not the way the Mustangs wanted to start it off. So up to bat now will be Jacob Miraz. I'm not sure what they're up to. Gonna come over and talk to have a little powwow with the third base coach. So runner at first. Is Caden Meyer. Up to bat is Jacob Miraz. So a runner on with no outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Mustangs up 6-5 as they rallied for 5 runs in the top of the 7th. And the pitch, and that is going to be upstairs. 4 ball 1. See if they can turn a double play here, get a strikeout, get something here, get an out. And the pitch, apparently going to be outside, going to be ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. As Miguel Davila on the hill for the Mustangs. And the pitch. Apparently called a balk. The runner goes to second. Did not come to a stop. So now a runner in scoring position. 2 balls, no strikes. Excuse me. To Jacob Miraz. See if the Mustangs can do here. Need an out somewhere. And that is going to be outside. Ball 3, 3 balls, no strikes. He's going to be taken one more time. Wouldn't think he'd be wanting to swing here. Miguel has had a tough time finding the strike zone. And that is going to be low and in. Back-to-back walks. It will be now Blake Strom as Coach Josh Langford is going to head out to the mound and have a little talk with his pitcher as well as the rest of the infield. So we'll see if they're going to keep him in there or if they're going to change pitchers. Let's see what the head coach is deciding to do here. But we will. So 2 on and no outs for Mountain View here in the bottom of the 7th. Mustangs up 6-5. They scored 5 in the top of the 7th. Looks like he's going to leave him in. So we will see what happens here with Blake Strom. Runners at first and second, no outs for Mountain View here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Mustangs up 6-5, and that pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. Coach Langford yelling out instructions to somebody. Looked like they may have been wanting to bunt. They're going to throw back to second. The back in safely is going to be Caden Meyer. So back into the plate is Blake Strom. 1 ball, no strikes. As the Mustangs have extended this game 6-5 in the bottom of the 7th inning, with Mountain View with 2 on, and that's going to be a bunt, nice bunt, and that's going to end up being a base hit. As that was just placed out to the right side of the pitcher, and he could not get to it. So now the bases are loaded. So now up to bat is going to be Nick Garcia. Base is loaded. Now the Mustangs are in desperate need of a strikeout. A line drive to one of the infielders as first and third is playing in. And the pitch. And that curveball is in there. Nice pitch there by Miguel. Strikeout would be nice. 6-5 Mustangs. Bases loaded for Mountain View. And that ball is hit foul down the left field line. So no balls, 2 strikes to Nick Garcia. And the pitch. And that ball is going to be hit out into center field. It's going to be caught and tagging, and the throw is going to come in. And it's going to get by everybody, and everybody's going to advance. So that's going to tie it up at 6. What was going on there? We'll see. So second and third. No, I didn't see what they did. There now are 2 outs. Apparently they appealed at third, and the runner is going to be out. So we have two outs. It's still 6-5 Fort Morgan though. So we'll see. Mustangs, that's going to be foul down the right field line to Tristan Gilbert, but we do have 2 outs. So the runner that came in is apparently going to be called out because he left too early. So 1 out's all the Mustangs need, and that's going to be up the middle. And that looks like that may plate 2. That's going to be number 6. And that's going to be number 7. As a single wins it for Mountain View. As they are going to win it 7-6. Over Fort Morgan. Tough day for the Mustangs. Mustang post-game show is brought to you by Advanced Agri Solutions. Get a full plan of seed, food, and water for your field. Now is the time to begin your planning for next year's growing season. Call Dusty or Roxy at 970-571-2024. Well, the Mustangs lose a heartbreaker here in Mountain View as they had trailed the whole game and then got 5 runs in the top of the 7th to go ahead 6-5, but could not hold the Mountain View off the board in the bottom of the 7th as they scored 2 to win it by a count of 7-6. Game time 2 hours and 7 minutes. Scoring line for the Mustangs unofficially 6 runs, 8 hits, 5 errors, and 6 left. Mountain View 7 runs, only 5 hits, 1 error, and 6 left. But the Mustang, the Mountain View put 2 on the board in the bottom of the second. Mustangs countered with 1 in the top of the third, and then Mountain View then countered with 2 more in the bottom of the third inning to go up 4-1. And then they extended that lead in the fifth to 5-1. And the Mustangs countered with 5 of their own in the top of the 7th inning to go up 6-5. And then Mountain View puts 2 on the board in the bottom of the 7th inning to win the game by a count of 7-6. That will drop the Mustang record now to 5-6, 2-4 overall. 2-4 overall in league play. Get you some. 2-4 in league play is correct. 5-6 overall. Mountain View will go to 4-4 and 4-2 in league. Mustangs will be home on Monday, and that will be against Severance at 4 o'clock. I'll have that game for you on here on B106 at 4 o'clock from Fort Morgan, as they will take on Severance on Monday. So thanks to Christy Creighton back at the studio for me today to run the operations. Once again, the final score, Mountain View wins it by a count of 7-6. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs baseball on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.